Hello everyone, what is up? Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. Today we're going to be talking about what's happening with XRP in the XRP community. Now XRP is at 18 cents, but I have a question for all of you guys. What do you guys think will happen to XRP's price this month? Are we going to stay the same? Are we going to have a dump or maybe a pump? Now, what are your guys' thoughts? There's so many different ideas going around and we're in unpredicted territories right now. If we go to Mr. Level Up's tweet, we could see here XRP and XMR.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just want to give you guys another update. Here we go. We got Monero, we got XRP, both on 4 hours. Just want to show you the moving averages, how some of these things act before others. You can see what happened with Monero here. I'll actually kind of stretch this out and stretch this one out a little bit too. You can see same fractal, left cup, middle cup, right cup, left cup, middle cup, right cup. Same behavior. You can see that the 50 got up to that 200. And we're on our way up there, and you can see what happens right before you see how it starts breaking out above the 200, and then it's on its way up this way. So looking for something like that to actually happen. However it wants to do it, it doesn't bother me. I think this actually eventually goes a little bit more, and we're gonna get our response, which is the fractal playing out. So I showed it to you guys in other videos. You guys know where my mindset is. My mindset is we go up. Fractal shows that. I have complete faith in the fractal, and I just want to give you an update and just kind of show you a little bit of how some of these others behave and just the timing. Alrighty, I'll see you guys.
It does look promising that we could go up from here, but like I said, there's so much stuff happening around the world right now, so it's very unpredictable. Now guys, before we jump into news, I'd like to say I'm not a financial advisor, nor this financial advice is just for entertainment value only. Notorious XRP tweeted,
and we say that, you know, the cryptocurrency movement requires consumers to have a high level of sophistication. It's going to be a very slow
again, there was Trump talking about, you know, the old systems, and we have these new, faster solutions in our hands. Next tweet comes from Goran Gecko. My speculation: IMF adopts XRP as new SDR in April. So again, XRP as new SDR in April, very good news. If that actually happens, we could see their XRP versus BTC. What do you guys pick? Again, from Notorious XRP.
Special situation, so we're not going to be paying big fees to any of these people, and we're going to make sure there aren't conflicts in any of the people we hire. And as I said, there'll be full transparency. So the president is right. He's asked me to make sure. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So do you have names for any of those individuals who will be doing this?
The Federal Reserve has already announced that they've hired BlackRock. BlackRock is one of the largest asset managers in the world. BlackRock was involved in the financial crisis last time. Larry Fink has enormous experience. So that's one of them that has been disclosed. And as we hire more people, we will fully disclose it.
Mr. Secretary, I appreciate all of what you...
special situation.
Again, there's BlackRock that comes into play, guys. The Federal Reserve has already announced that they hired BlackRock Global Investment Manager and Technology Provider. Now, what do you guys think this means for XRP? So it comes from Broke the Matrix. Very painful 2 weeks. It's going to be very, very painful 2 weeks.
Absolutely stuck, and we got them out. Almost everybody is out now, back home with their parents, their wives, their husbands. I want every American to be prepared for the hard days that lie ahead. We're going to go through a very tough 2 weeks. And then hopefully, as the experts are predicting, as I think a lot of us are predicting after having studied it so hard, you're going to start seeing some real light at the end of the tunnel. But this is going to be a very painful, very, very painful 2 weeks.
Who knows what's going to happen within these 2 weeks? So till April 14th, I'm guessing. Next week comes from One Hand Solo. XRP will be a world reserve currency. So I won't go too much in detail here, but we could see this the article. The article here, you guys can check it out. Lots of stuff. There's lots of information here. I'll leave all the links down in the description below so you guys can investigate further. From the Cryptic Poet, did Ray Dalio predict Fed sending that to Americans to stimulate economy debt in 2016? So
it's a risky situation. So we're going to have to see, and you'll see increased exploration of the movement to make other forms of stimulation, which I'm calling monetary policy 3. Monetary policy 3 will not be just through quantitative easing. Quantitative easing by financial assets from people who have it, and it stays in the financial community. We're going to have to move toward, increasingly, the making of purchases that put money directly in the hands of spenders. Because the linkage between having money in the financial assets and having spending is becoming weaker and weaker.
Can I just pause for a moment?
Sure.
So what you're effectively saying to me is that monetary policy 1, interest rates, has sort of run its course. It's become ineffective. Monetary policy 2, quantitative easing, if I take you correctly, ineffective. Central banks are now going to have to print money and hand it to consumers?
In one fashion or in another, they're going to have to go more directly to spenders.
How does that work?
Well, it can work in either a combination of fiscal and monetary policy. There's a continuum of how it's worked in history. In some cases, you can have the federal government run deficits, which the central bank essentially monetizes by lending them money, and that's one path. And then there's a continuum. And on that continuum, the far side of that continuum is called helicopter money. What helicopter money means is the process of essentially putting it directly in your hands. The central bank has the capacity, legally, to essentially get money in your hands. There's a legal, the laws change from place to place, to put it directly in your hands to have you spend it. In other words, to bypass the financial markets to do that. So there's a range of ways that can be done. History is loaded with them. We're just not acquainted with them because they haven't happened in our lifetimes before. In other words, these long-term debt cycles come once a lifetime, and people
once
are not...
Once a century even.
Once a century even.
So guys, it looks like everything is planned. Now guys, we're into the fun part of XRP in the XRP community. Now this is quite interesting. XRP BP tweeted out, I just realized Valentine's Day is a mirror date of Easter. 2/14, 4/12. Now this is quite interesting. Again, 2 weeks. Remember what Donald Trump stated. Now next week comes from XRP Mate. Chris Larson is trying to tell us XRP will moon on April 14. Now we can see right there again. If we take a closer look at this, for 14. So this might be, just a coincidence, but is there any coincidence or not? Or tweet out, 2020 is the year we get the all clear. So fear not a depth. Liberation is near. As the darkness surrenders to the dawning of day, be grateful for this blessing. As the tree blossoms in May, the new powers will rise, the old guards will fall. Worry not, my friend, we have it all. We could see right there. Now, you guys can pause the video and actually read all of this. but it talks about a lot of stuff. The world will change drastically between 2020 and 2024. This is the decade, guys. Now, the final tweet for today's video comes from Cryptomaniac. XRP is evil tech, in quotations. You either join it and get rich off it, or you watch others get rich. Now, this is kind of true. Really, every technology we have might be, in quotations, evil. So you either join and get rich off it, or you just watch them get rich. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe if you guys haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. And yeah, guys, see ya.